Welcome to the Homefront Podcast. Each month, Andrew Brock, President and CEO of Hoam Ventures, a leading prop tech investment firm, sits down with industry movers and shakers to uncover how technology transforms community living. We explore cutting-edge trends, innovative solutions, and future advancements that impact homeowners, community members, and HOA professionals. Join us as we decode the digital revolution. Let's get into the show.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Homefront Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Brock, and I have a special co-host today.
Jennifer Gomes. I'm the Senior Marketing Director for Hoam Ventures. I'm excited to be here.
She's in charge of all things marketing for us and does a great job.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
We have a couple special guests here today that are kind of all over the place. Today's our pet episode, and we have my pups, Winnie and Nellie, and they're out of control. And you might ask, why do we have pups here today? It's because we have our good friend, Dave Jensen, co-founder of Cops on Doody.
Hello, everybody.
Who's been, honestly, like a complete constant in our industry when it comes to pet waste and pets in general for many years, right, Dave?
Yeah, it's 16.
Oh my gosh.
16 years of dog poop. Who would have thought that when I was in college, right?
Well, the thing is, though, it's a real issue in managed communities. One, everyone loves their pets. And two, it's one of the number one complaints that residents have who live in managed communities is other people's pets, right?
Yeah, so 68 million homes have dogs. And, there's a total of almost 90 million dogs nationwide. So We do love our dogs, and, they poop, right? and they're, it's so funny that you all laughed because I always tell people that when I say the word poop, it doesn't matter if it's a kid or a CEO.
It's always funny.
Everybody laughs.
Always funny.
So it's great. I love it.
Yeah, case in point today. Well, we were just laughing even earlier. I was telling Dave that we recorded a podcast in this studio. It was our first one not too long ago. And so I told Dave, I'm like, you're number two for us.
Perfect.
How appropriate.
Perfect.
Always known as, the number two guy. So, yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about the company that you helped co-found. What was kind of the guiding principle behind it? What was the need that you all felt like you were looking to serve?
So Cops on Doody, I wasn't really looking to start a company.
Yeah.
I started consulting with pet waste management companies all across the country because they didn't really understand the community association market. So I was helping them understand how to sell to them and how to provide services. And everybody said, it's great information, but I don't have the time or the resources to go through that. And so that hit, and I said, wow, there's an opportunity because there are people out there that are companies out there that do it well. But most of the pet waste management companies don't. Mm. And then when I met Stephen Wong, who is my co-founder and the founder of Foresight USA, his company is all about sustainable dog waste bags. So Foresight USA has several brands, and the tagline is "Be a part of sustainable living." And he had a unique product that I've never seen before for the commercial pet waste stations, and that was a bio-based dog waste bag, and also can liners for the pet waste station. So 38% bio-based material. They're certified by the USDA as having that in there. We've been recognized as a bio-based pioneer, bio-preferred pioneer from the USDA.
Yeah.
And so I thought, okay, this is perfect. We've been doing a lot to keep the environment clean by picking up the dog waste as an industry, but we're throwing away in 100% plastic bags.
Yeah, great point.
So having the bio-based bags, and everybody thinks that they're so expensive, but they're not. They're the same price as the 100% plastic bags. That's why when Stephen and I got together, we said, we got to bring this, to the communities and show them that being greener doesn't have to cost more.
Sure.
And it's better for everybody in the country. So that's where we are.
Well, you've been a great sponsor and partner of ours for years with this firm. And then obviously you were even earlier in your career doing a lot with kind of residential community work. You've got a really funny story about that. Do you mind sharing it with folks?
No, it was pretty funny. I guess back in around 2012, our company did residential service as well as commercial service, and got a call from a young man. He was definitely a teenager, I could tell on the phone, and he said, "Hey, I would like to hire you, but I want you to come out to my house." And I said, "Well, for residential, we don't usually do that." But he goes, "I really need you to come out to my house." So I said, "Okay." So I went out to the house, and out comes this teenager. And we talk about our service and keeping the yard clean. And he goes, "I want to hire you because your service is less than my allowance." And I hate doing it.
I think that's so smart. So smart.
I know. We need to find that kid and hire him.
You need to hire him.
Right? It was unbelievable.
That is smart.
And so I said, "Well, I can't. You can't hire me. I have to at least talk to your dad." And so, or your parents. And he said, "I'll get my dad." He came out and he goes, "Look, he hates it so bad. And if he wants to spend his allowance doing it, that's great." And so he was a customer until he went off to college, and then he transferred, his account into his dad's name. So it was really kind of funny.
That is too funny. As a parent, that's one of those things you're like, "That's really smart, son. I approve."
Right.
I approve of that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Financial management at an early age, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about, when we think of poop in communities, obviously our heads go to, it looks ugly. First impression and perception of the community is everything. But it also goes beyond that of how does it actually affect the environment? And a lot of people, I don't think, at least I didn't early on think, "Oh, I don't need to pick that up. It's not that big of a deal. I'm in a hurry." But it does affect the environment. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. So it's kind of funny. I've been talking and beating this drum for 16 years about the environment. So when dog waste is left on the ground, it's not, people think it's fertilizer or it's natural and it'll just decay and go away, right?
Yeah.
But and it is natural, but it contains so many bacteria and parasites that it can make dogs and people sick, as well as it contaminates the waterways.
Yeah.
Because when it rains, it doesn't just disappear, it washes into our waterways. And what happens is the phosphorus in the dog waste in still water can cause algae blooms. And when algae blooms grow, they grow like this. And they cut off the sunlight, which decreases the oxygen, and it causes plant life and fish kills.
Oh my gosh.
So it's important.
Girls, did you know that? Did you know your impact? Look at their face.
Yeah. She's surprised.
You know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
You too.
And they even say that, the EPA says that dog waste from 100 dogs can close like a bay like the size of the Chesapeake Bay out in
Oh my gosh.
with
Wow.
7 days of waste. So just 100 dogs. And just think
Wow.
how many dogs that are around there.
Yeah.
So, it is pretty potent.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We have community managers listening. We have homeowners listening.
Yeah.
Do you have any kind of tips and tricks or advice for the community managers, or even tips and tricks for the homeowners listening?
Sure.
Could even go as far as, how do I get my kids to pick up poop when they're walking our dogs in the evenings?
Yes.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
how do I tell them the importance of picking up?
Well, education is a big part of it, and community managers can use their newsletters and their email blasts to educate the residents for sure. And there's tons of information out there. We actually have a monthly or a biweekly blog that we do.
That's great.
That talks about why it's important to pick up, and some tips and tricks about managing pet waste in the community. I think the biggest thing, though, is being proactive with it. Don't wait until the residents are all complaining and screaming and stepping in poop and don't chintz on the budget.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, pet waste management is a very small line item on the budget of a community. So putting in an extra pet waste station result in like maybe $1,000 total with the station and the service. So, let's put those in convenient places, those pet waste stations in convenient places that people will use them, and make sure that they're serviced on a timely basis so that they're always full of bags and always empty as far as the waste in the cans.
Sure.
So Dave, walk us through the process. So a community manager or a board member reaches out to you and says, hey, listen, we need some help kind of thinking through a strategy or a plan to manage this in our community. Kind of walk people through what those steps look like and how you all engage with the customers.
Sure. So we go, we actually visit the community, which is a lot of companies will just say, well, how many pet waste stations do you think you need?
Yeah.
And then send out the proposal.
And you're doing that nationwide.
Yeah. And
fantastic.
So we just go and we look at the community. And then if they have pet waste stations, we'll recommend maybe moving some if they're not in the right location, so that they get better usage through the community. If they don't have pet waste stations, we'll go through and we'll figure out the best locations. We'll look at walking patterns in the community, the density of the homes. So that all plays into how many pet waste stations you need in a community. There's no hard and fast rule for that. So it's the layout of the community and how dense the community is. Then we'll talk about the types of pet waste stations that go and where they need to go in the community, because there are different models out there. A lot of people see these different models and they don't realize that there are actual reasons why the models look different.
Ah, okay.
So some of them are fully enclosed, so we want to use those and have a chute on the top of them. And we want to use those near parking lots because people tend to clean out their cars
Trash.
and then they'll try to stuff it in there. But with that chute, you can't do that. Or closer to homes, not real close to homes, but if you're in like a cul-de-sac, closer to homes there, you want to have that fully enclosed so it contains the odor. It doesn't attract the insects, things like that. And then the round can that just looks like a trash can, you want to put those on walking trails and away from homes.
Is there any, just because I don't know, are there any other considerations from like protecting from wildlife? I mean, do other animals try and get into these stations or no?
Yeah, so rats are...
Oh, that's a good point.
The dog waste is full of protein. The commercial dog foods have so much protein that the dog's body can't break it down. So it comes out in the waste.
Oh.
So that's a really good source of food for the rats. And so we've had communities that had rat problem. They called an extermination company to help them with that. And they said, you have to take the waste off of the ground before we can even put a dent in it.
Oh,
And
wow.
so, so they called us and we put in the pet waste stations, did the common area clean to get all the waste off of the ground. And then they were able to get rid of the
gosh.
See, my
What is
head wouldn't have
happening?
gone to rats. I would have gone to more like flies.
Flies.
And
Flies are a big thing too. And that what follows rats? What eats rats? Snakes.
Oh my gosh, I'm out.
Yeah, right.
I'm out.
Yeah.
No way.
So I mean,
Yeah.
there are so many, and there's so many things that could happen if you leave the waste on the ground. So
The community I live in, has kind of these meandering streets and lots of sidewalks, and it's kind of wooded. It's kind of one of the reasons people move there. It feels kind of park-like in that sense. But to your point, I mean, there's no receptacle. There's not a kind of a structure of waste stations. And so typically what happens is, you see it in all the social media feeds of the community. Oh my gosh, these dogs. Chaos here. That, what happens is that people be out walking and they'll scoop, they'll bag their pets waste, and then they'll like leave it on the sidewalk and then pick it back up on the way back. But in the meantime, people are like, oh my gosh, somebody left this on the sidewalk. And, there's all kinds of drama. People back their cars over it in the meantime, and all kinds of crazy things.
well, it's better than, I was in one community one time, and they asked us to come out, and they didn't have pet waste stations. And so I'm walking through the community, and I look over on the left-hand side, and there's this big wooded area. And it was in the winter. So there was no leaves on the trees, and it looked like Christmas.
No.
People were throwing the bags, and they were hanging from the
Oh my gosh.
From the branches.
Oh my gosh.
that's terrible.
Wow.
Yeah, because they had no place.
I'm from East Tennessee. That feels like some of my hillbilly relatives. I mean, I've got some hillbilly blood
And I'm
in me.
from
but,
Western North Carolina, so I'm
so
right with you.
see, brother, we get it. Yeah, we understand what we're talking about there.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. And a lot of times when people are walking and they leave those bags on the ground, they forget.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
They go a different way.
Yeah, or they see a friend and they start talking to them, and then they go home and there it sits. A lot of times, that's a really good sign for us when we see bags on the ground, because that's like the residents channeling their inner pet waste management professional by saying, we need a station right here.
No, that's a great point. People are also in my community over the years have been discarding them in storm drains, which creates all other kinds of problems.
Yes.
And things get clogged and backed up, and the poor HOA board is like beside themselves trying to get that under control. But so your organization then comes up with a plan, installs them, and then do you also service those? Do you clean them out at a certain point in a regular schedule?
Yeah, well, weekly,
that's
twice a
fantastic.
week, every other week. We don't go any longer than every other week.
Yeah.
But there's we make sure that the bags are always in stock, so people have the ability to pick up after their dog, and then we make sure that the cans are not overflowing and all the poop's laying on the ground. So yeah. And that's a really good point for managers as well, is making sure that you have a frequency that's best for your community, and to stay on that, because if the cans are overflowing, people don't want to go near that.
Yeah.
Or if there's no bags, they're saying, you know what, the community really doesn't care whether I leave dog poop on the ground or not. So having that service frequency at the right interval is a great way to make sure that people use the station.
Dave, you brought some products with you today. We've got them here on the table next to the recently decapitated duck toy that the girls just tore apart right before we started shooting. Do you want to talk to us about what you brought?
Yeah. So our company, our parent company is Foresight USA.
Okay.
And we have several different brands under that umbrella. So the retail side of our business, the original poop bags, poopbags.com.
So that's y'all.
That's
Poopbags.com.
poopbags.com. And also Pet and Pet US.
Oh.
There are both our retail brands now. We're top 3 seller on Amazon.
Oh, great.
We do bags for Costco, Walmart, Chewy, Petco, all types of different things. So these are our, some of these are our Peanuts collection. We're the only poop bag.
That's
I
great.
saw that
company,
collaboration. Yeah, I
that
love
has
it.
that. So
That's
it's
fantastic.
pretty awesome. And then over on the other side there, our newest product, which we're really proud of, it is 92% bio-based bag.
Oh, wow.
So
So
better
what does
for
that
their-
mean, bio-based?
Bio-based. So instead of petroleum, which most of the commercial bags are 100% plastic.
Right.
Right. We use bio-based material like starches.
Oh, yeah, plant-based. I see that on there.
Yeah.
Great.
So, we're a member of the Plant-Based Product Council, and all of these products are certified by the USDA under their BioPreferred program, and they certify the amount of bio-based material that are in our bags.
That's great. So homeowners can get all of these,
Yeah,
right?
so these are for our homeowners. These are, our fire hydrants. There are
That's a great
dispensers
design. Yeah.
that you can put on your leash, so that when you're walking, if you don't have pet waste stations in your community, you always have a bag with you.
Oh, that's great. I love that design.
Yeah, and it's they just people love their dogs.
Yeah.
And they're
I
like
should
their
have. I said
babies.
homeowners. I should have said pet owners.
Yeah, everybody.
and walkers. Any pet fan, really.
Right.
You had something else around here too earlier that Jen was modeling. Where is it?
Oh, I might have taken it away. Yes, it was a fashionable crossbody, ladies.
The crossbody.
The crossbody.
Yeah.
That's
Very convenient. You can put your poop bags and your phone in there while you're going for a walk.
right. And also
I don't
it's
know, we've laid it around
holds
the studio
treats.
here somewhere. Oh yeah. Well, gosh.
So if
That'll
they
keep
do
their
something
attention.
good while they're on their walk, or
Yeah.
you can always reward them.
That'll keep their attention. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Here it
Yeah.
is.
Here we go.
There it is.
There we go. And
Yeah.
and this is available for retail purchase as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. On our Pet and Pet website, petandpet.us.
Oh, nicely done, Jen. Look at
Oh,
that.
look
There we
at
go.
that. That's
I'm ready to
rocking.
go.
That's perfect.
I'm ready to go.
Then we also have 92% pet wipes. They're grooming wipes. So in between baths, you
my
can
gosh. I
wipe them
need
down
these.
and
Wipe their
make them
feet
and,
when they come in the house.
and make them smell.
Can I take
nice.
that with me, Dave? Can you leave that with
Absolutely.
me?
This is all for you.
I'm telling you what, these dogs, I love them. They are the best. For those of you who don't know, this breed, it's a hunting dog called the Spinoni Italiano. It's the world's oldest hunting breed. They're great dogs. They have a little more hound in them because if bird dogs can be spirited animals. These are a little more chill. But the thing that drives me crazy, because I am pretty OCD about the cleanliness of my house, is the beard. Constantly like drinking and having a wet beard. So we have, I have towels all over the place to try and keep them from, they've literally like smudged this entire table. But so I need those, Dave, for the beard and the ears.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, constant issue with the ears. I think that's probably the only real issue with these dogs is they sometimes get ear infections because of all, kind of the heavy ears and hair. But they're fun, and they've been relatively good today.
They've been great.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
And no offense, Dave, but the best looking guests we've had on the podcast.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. They're just awesome.
The puppy. I was laughing and talking to Jen about this. I don't have children, but I guess these are my kids in that sense. But there is something about the second born that's a little
I don't believe it.
a little
I don't
different in
believe
temperament
it.
than the first one. You notice that Winnie is like, why in the world did you let her get up on the sofa? Like she wouldn't dare. And look at this one.
See, I don't believe
No
it.
boundaries.
A word he says.
Look at that. Oh, look at
I
that.
don't
No
believe it.
boundaries. Look at out of control. Unbelievable. Nelly. Okay. Chaos.
It's the best.
It is
Yeah.
the best.
I noticed on that pet on that bag there's a cat and a dog. So Dave, dog person or cat person or both?
I am a dog person.
Yeah.
Yes. I am allergic to cats.
Oh yeah, me too.
So yeah, I never really got into the cats, but I have 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And one is she's turning 16 this year, and she looks like a little puppy. She's awesome. Her mama dog lived to be 20.
Wow.
And then I have a black shepherd who is 6, and she's the second.
Full of
and
life.
Spirited, and she has the best personality.
Spirited gal.
Yeah. And, you can see her running around the yard and doing the patrol to make sure that no squirrel's ever going to attack us.
That's good.
Or leaf
Good
that's
dog.
blowing.
Oh, that's good.
So
You have to
Good
stay
dog.
I
protected.
always feel safe when she's around.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. You have to stay protected.
yeah.
Well, Dave, you're super active at CAI and in the communities. Where can our listeners and viewers find you in the next coming year? Will you be attending CAI next year?
Yes, absolutely. I'm there every year. Also, we do our local DC chapter CAI, and then also if management people need continuing education credits, we do have a
Great.
course,
That's awesome.
That's certified
Really?
by CAM ICB. Yeah, we'll
we
give
go.
you an
Is
hour.
the course number 2?
Yeah, that's course number 2. Yeah, it's not 101. It's poop number 2. Yeah,
That's fantastic.
and I'll, we have fun with it. I'll bring.
Are they going to bring? Are you going to bring them gifts like you brought us today?
I always, I don't leave home without my my fake dog poop. I mean, it's just the way it is.
I know we didn't show it to y'all on camera. Dave brought it's right here in front of me. Dave, you can pick it up if you'd like. Do you want to show?
See.
Dave showed it. Can you reach? Oh, sorry. Dave brought it in, and it was a little too realistic.
Yeah, don't do this at home. This is only for professionals with a bare hand.
I mean,
believe
I
me.
told the girls if that was the state of their issues, we would be feeding them pumpkin, which they would be more than happy to have. But final question, Dave. We talked a lot about kind of single family communities and things like that, but pets are also really important in every kind of residential development, including the big cities, high rises, big condo buildings, and you also have products specifically for that market, right?
Well, actually, we use the same products as we do in the single family and the townhome communities, but we look at it a little bit different because a lot of the high rises, they don't have the green space to put a pet waste station outside, right? So, and a lot of urban environments, the city will have a trash can on the corner or something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is providing the bags for the residents without feeding the entire neighborhood with poop bags that cost money, right? So we suggest mounting our dispenser on the wall near the door where most people go out, and then they can grab a bag when they go out.
It's perfect.
And then they have the ability and the tools to pick up after their dog, and everybody's happier.
Dave, it's been so fun to have you, and Jen, it's been fun to have you.
Thanks. I mean, the dogs make my day. I mean, day made.
Jen helps pull off this podcast behind the scenes, but she's a lot of fun, and wanted to make sure we're going to get you in front of the camera more
I'm
often,
excited.
friend.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and someone is going on the naughty list because she just chewed off Santa's head.
Oh.
So that's not ideal. Yeah, there we go.
Well, thank you really for having me. I mean, this has been awesome.
It's so great to have you.
And, I never miss an opportunity to talk about poop. So, thank you for having me and thinking of us. And, I look forward to many more years of partnership. Whenever you need us, we're here to help.
You've been a great friend to us in the industry. For those of you who want to learn more about Dave's great company, Cops on Doody, DOODY. Dave, thanks for being
Thanks,
here.
Dave.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thanks.
We want to hear from you. If you have questions, comments, or topic suggestions, contact us at contact@thehomefront.com. And be sure to follow us on LinkedIn and Instagram at The Homefront Podcast for exciting news, updates, and announcements.